April 22, 1970, Earth Day emerges. The first Earth Day was a nationwide event that signaled the emergence of environmental protection as a prominent public concern. The event was organized by Democratic Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin, who sought to channel the energy of the 1960s anti-war protests into environmental awareness. Inspired by the 1969 Santa Barbara oil spill and growing public alarm over pollution, Nelson teamed up with Republican Representative Pete McCloskey and activist Dennis Hayes to coordinate a national environmental teach-in. On that day, approximately 20 million Americans participated in events across the country. Demonstrations, educational sessions, and community cleanup efforts took place in cities, towns, and campuses nationwide. Earth Day 1970 represented the first large-scale public demonstration focused solely on environmental issues. Participants protested against air and water pollution, pesticide use, oil spills, loss of wilderness, and wildlife extinction. This unprecedented mobilization reflected widespread public discontent with the degradation of natural resources and pressured policymakers to act. The impact of the first Earth Day was immediate and lasting. Within the same year, the United States government responded by creating the Environmental Protection Agency in December 1970. This federal agency was tasked with consolidating various environmental responsibilities and enforcing national standards. In addition, Congress passed several landmark environmental laws shortly afterward, including the Clean Air Act of 1970, the Clean Water Act of 1972, and the Endangered Species Act of 1973. These legislative actions reflected a strong shift in public policy toward environmental regulation and sustainability. Earth Day 1970 also helped establish environmentalism as a bipartisan issue. Both Democratic and Republican lawmakers supported the event, and a broad spectrum of citizens participated, including students, teachers, scientists, and community leaders. Media coverage was extensive, with major newspapers and television networks reporting on the day's events, elevating environmental concerns to the national stage. The organization behind Earth Day later evolved into Earth Day Network, which continues to coordinate global observances of Earth Day. While the original event was focused on the United States, the environmental awareness it sparked inspired international environmental movements and policies in subsequent decades. Earth Day 1970 was not just a protest, but a turning point that brought environmental concerns into mainstream political discourse. It resulted in the institutionalization of environmental protection as a central government responsibility. The event's success demonstrated the power of grassroots organizing in influencing national policy and set a template for future environmental advocacy efforts. For enthusiasts of historical ephemera, visit history-collectors.com to find collectibles that might complement your collection. You can own a piece of history,